everyone, I'm Margaret and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is on the Flying Stars Feng Shui energies in houses for the month of December 2023, which starts on December 7 to January 5 of 2024. My, how time flies, right? We'll be saying goodbye to the water rabbit and going into the year of the Yang Wood dragon soon. Now, if you're practicing classical Feng Shui and using flying stars in your Feng Shui analysis, you'll know that the monthly energies are considered temporary energies. Now, these energies apply to just the month of December. So please don't panic if you find that you're sleeping or working in a room that does not have good energies this month. The solution is to move to another room or space that you can use and that does have the good energies. So this is just a short-term solution and it will help, especially if you're dealing with current health and financial issues. Now, my videos are actually short and they pertain to the month because there's such a thing as an overload of information to the point that you become so paralyzed and you're worried that the energies for the year, for the month, for the day will actually be clashing with each other. So to make it easier, this is just to concentrate on current energies that's affecting your property and thereby the residents of the home. So let's get started here. Here is a Flying Star Feng Shui chart for the month of December 2023. You will find 9 grids, and in each of the 9 grids, you will find 2 numbers. The big number indicates the annual star, and the smaller number indicates the monthly star. Now, you have to use a reliable compass to determine your house's facing and location and the different sectors. Which sectors in your home will need to be remedied and which have the good energies will be determined by your compass directions. The December chart sees the Robbery and Violence Star number 7 flying into the center of the chart, joining the number 4 relationship star. This is the annual star that's in the center of your home. So it afflicts the number 4, and with it, it brings the negative energies, serving as a warning to everyone to be more careful in who you trust and in your financial affairs. So there is a big chance of being betrayed and the likelihood of thefts and robberies. We have some areas that will need cure, especially if you have a bedroom or main door in these sectors. And of course, there will also be lucky sectors which you should try to make more use of. Now let's look at the energies of each of the 9 sectors that's present in your home this month and how it affects everyone or anyone using the space and the overall well-being of the residents. Let's start with the southeast sector. Now, the southeast sector has the number 3 and 6 star, has the annual number 3 and the monthly number 6 flying into the southeast sector, which indicates mentor and windfall luck. So it hosts the number 6 heaven star, which brings mentors, windfall luck, and new opportunities. If you have ambitions to climb the corporate ladder or to get a promotion in your work, this is an excellent sector to tap. So your skills can get recognized and acknowledged, and you could even enjoy a windfall of some sort or a bonus. Those in business could find exciting offers that could be just, around the corner or knocking on your door soon. The annual number 3 does continue to have negative energies, of course, and it can cause disharmony. So watch this sector and make sure that it doesn't get too noisy in this particular sector. The prosperity in this sector is particularly promising this month, especially benefiting those individuals who sleep or living in a southeast facing home. On the downside, of course, again, the conflicting elements between the 2 flying stars does introduce some sort of negative energy that can impact the household members, like getting sick. So exercise caution with also metallic objects, as this can actually cause injuries. Okay. Now let's get on to the South sector, which has the number 8 annual and the number 2 monthly flying star, which indicates a completion luck. It's kind of a sum of 10. The South continues to be auspicious, although the number 2 combining with the number 8 forms a powerful and fortunate sum of 10 combination. This brings enhanced prosperity, business luck, wealth luck, affluence, and success. So this provides enhanced completion and wealth luck, making it a favorable sector for those of you who have a lot to do and those starting new projects. And probably it's a good sector for those of you guys who also are procrastinators. So perhaps the energy of this particular sector can help you achieve and finish all your overdue projects. Okay. The incoming number 2 star, however, can bring some bad news in the form of health problems and disturbances, spiritual disturbances. So be cautious about your health, especially those that are related to the heart, the blood, and the eyes, and especially for those born in the year of the horse and middle daughters, or those of you also with living in south-facing homes. Okay. Let's get on to the Southwest sector, which has the number 1 annual and the number 4 monthly star flying into this particular sector, which indicates a feeling of getting inspired. Inspiration will abound. So the number 4 literary or wisdom star brings a favorable scholastic and academic fortune to students and authors. And this star can signify achievement through scholarly pursuits, particularly in Feng Shui. Students and exam takers can also excel by dedicating the time of studying in this particular and doing their studies in this particular sector. Creative work can done in this area will find a lot of abundant inspiration. People that will be using this particular sector can probably get all this inspiration. Romance prospects are positive too for those in southwest facing homes, or for those of you sleeping and working in the southwest sector. Now the matriarchs benefit quite a bit, a lot here, but everyone can of course take advantage of the good fortunes in this particular sector. The number 4 brings again the scholastic and creative energies and luck. Good ideas and learning new things will come easily. So those of you who are students can enjoy better concentration and retention, and while those also in the literary fields will find themselves more prolific, and so just spend more time in this sector to harness its positive energy. Now let's get on to the East sector, which has the number 2 annual illness star, as well as the number 5 yellow monthly star flying into this particular sector, creating it as a sector that's pretty dangerous. The East gets badly hit with this with these 2 inauspicious earth stars. The monthly 5 meeting with the annual 2 can indicate illness, accidents, and injuries. Can also indicate mishaps, financial losses, or life-threatening dangers, and even money loss can be pretty substantial. And working in this particular sector can have your plans being derailed. So just remember to keep this part of your home quiet and avoid major renovations or renovations of any kind. And I mean, inside the home and even outside this particular sector. So strong remedies are particularly needed to ensure these inauspicious energies do not affect you. So if you have all your metal remedies and cures in this particular sector, then just leave them be. If you would like to also add a little bit more of the metal elements to mitigate negative energies, do so. So residents with their main door, bedroom or office or living room in the east are particularly vulnerable to this type of negative energies, and especially for those who sleep in this particular sector. Of course, this precautionary reminders extends to individuals born in the year of the rabbit, the eldest sons, and of course properties that are facing east. So in light of that, it's advisable to probably avoid using this sector and use another room or another sector, especially if you have a bedroom in this particular area. Avoid loud activities and lighting any candles in this particular sector or fires. If your bedroom or main door is located here, you should also place the necessary remedies as I mentioned earlier. And again, avoid using this sector. And if you have another door, then you can use the other door. And again, these noises and activities, major activities, includes the inside and outside environment of this particular east sector. Okay. Now we get on to the center of your home right now, which has the annual number 4 and the monthly number 7, indicating indicating loss, indicating betrayal, which certainly needs some sort of remedies here. The number 7 flies to the center, increasing the incidence of betrayals and loss for, of course, everyone in the resident. Things may not be what they seem, so keep your guard up and be careful around people who you think might be jealous of you or your position. Combined with the annual number 4, there's a chance of infidelity, it becoming a problem. And for those in relationships, if you are currently attached, please pay more attention to your partner. And this particular sector, the love and romance luck is pretty low, and there's a risk of betrayal by your partner or your spouse. So conflicting energies may also lead to frequent arguments and disagreements with your loved ones and partners and even colleagues. Okay, so this area is really not a great area for writers, artists, or children, and also for the youngest daughter. And some sort of still water cure can be used to dissipate some of these negative energies or influence this month. And it will also particularly enhance the annual star number 4. So if you have watercolors or still water in this particular area, then you can leave them as is. If you do have a door here and or even a window, then look into updating the securities, and no metal wind chimes in this particular sector. Okay, now let's get on to the west sector, which has the number 6 and the number 9. The number 9 magnifying star and the number 6 creates the energies of new opportunities being available. And with the number 9, it makes way for the west to strengthen the auspicious annual number 6 heaven star, enhancing the heavenly luck, speculative luck, mentor luck, And when the number 9 meets the annual 6, this also brings good news and opportunities that help secure a good future, a sturdy future. Spending as much time as possible in this sector is recommended. You can boost money and investment luck by using this sector this month. And it's also an excellent sector to activate if you want to stand out at work. Couples with bedrooms in the West can look forward to a great month, a mutually fulfilling time together. But be cautious as these conflicting elements of the stars may lead to some sort of disharmony among family members, that being of metal and fire elements. So please avoid fire colors and candles this West, as this will actually, of course, further enhance the magnifying star, and it might also destroy the annual number 6 energy. So this is a good area in general, especially for those in study. And if this is a family area, then you can encourage your children to study in this particular sector as well. Okay. The Northeast sector. The Northeast has the number 7 loss or robbery star, with the number 1 monthly star, victory star, flying into its sector. And this can create the luck of winning, or the energies for creating winning luck, and kind of make success easier to achieve. It also helps boost vitality and overcoming the odds, and maybe even sharpening one's instincts. It can also help you make the right decisions. So by activating the energies, you can just do so by just using the area. So please note that this sector is also afflicted with the annual number 7, so you should also keep this area quiet and not to do any major renovation here. Residents of the northeast facing homes and northeast sector bedrooms are advised to use another bedroom if they are of poor health. And students benefit from exam luck in this sector if you want to use it to gain success in your school and in your education. Okay, so despite the tough competition, the energy in this area can help you create an edge over your colleagues in your career life if you live in a northeast facing house. Prosperity luck will also see an improvement, but there's also potential of accidents or injuries, so you need to exercise caution when you're handling heavy or sharp objects. And again, keep the sector quiet to minimize the negative effects and the influence of the number 7 betrayal star. Okay. Now we have the north sector. The north sector is afflicted with the conflict chi because of the fact that it has the number 9 and the number 3 argumentative or quarrelsome star flying into this particular sector this month, and it brings with it serious tension and disagreement energies that can possibly lead to lawsuit or violent conflicts, especially if you have a house that faces north, or your bedroom, office, or main door is located in the north, or if you were born in the year of the rat. Now, married couples and close relationships may also experience some sort of stress, and you might be, might have a tendency to quarrels if the bedroom or main door is situated here, especially if it's magnified by the number 9, and chances of lawsuits becoming more likely. So keep this area quiet, remove anything that might make too much noise. You can actually place a red carpet here. And again, those with the main doors, office, and bedroom should be more careful with your relationship to mitigate the hostile energies. Ensure that if you have an office here and you're signing documents, to be thoroughly examining them before signing on the documents or before committing to anything. Married couples must ensure that their relationship is strong. I guess this is not the time to ignore each other. So it's good to probably have make a lot of time for each other as well. So it's wise also not to introduce wood element into this particular sector, which is the north, such as a Christmas tree or a plant. I know it's going to be in December. I know it's going to be Christmas pretty soon. So just choose another spot, because this will actually just feed to the energy of the monthly number 3. Okay. Now let's get on to the next sector, the last sector in our chart, which is the northwest sector, which has the number 5 annual and yellow star, as well as the number 8 monthly star flying into this particular northwest sector, bringing with it energies that can create excellent money luck. So as the northwest is the sector also representing the patriarch and the leader, this also brings good news to the heads of family and those who are heading teams and groups and committees, and anyone in a leadership position. Because the northwest contends with the annual number 5 yellow, you should also leave the metal cures you've placed in the sector to mitigate the number 5 annual star. And maybe if you just as usual, don't create a lot of noise. The northwest is particularly tricky, as we have the good number 8 auspicious star along with the annual number 5 negative star. Both stars are both of the earth element, and it is quite difficult to enhance one without enhancing the other. So it would be best to just leave the northwest area as is. If there's metal cures in place, then just leave it as it helps to weaken the inauspicious star. And then trying to enhance the number 8 auspicious star. So again, if you have metal cures or remedies in place, you can leave this in place. While wealth is forecast for this month, for this particular area, you have to also be aware of not working too late into the night or overworking, as this can actually cause health problems, and especially if you have a bedroom or office here. Okay, the additional work might bring you extra income, but I tend to think that health is really the number one key. Without the health, you can't be around to actually be building your wealth. Okay, so in particular, stress-related stuff can result in if you don't take care of your health. So you can have high blood pressure or kidney problems, right? So it's best to just be conscious of the fact that this is the energy of this particular space. So despite the positive wealth luck that it has, you also need to avoid high-risk ventures, especially especially gambling. And for those of you who sleep and work in the sector, you might want to move to another sector if you're already sickly or if you're prone to sickness. Okay, so let's do a recap of the whole chart. The center sector gets afflicted, and of course needs to you need to keep it quiet. And Robbery and Violence Star does affect everyone in the house. The other unlucky sectors are the east and the north, and they also should be kept quiet. The two luckiest sector is in the west and in the southwest. And the south does bring completion luck, but you have to be aware of the illness energy or the chi energy that's coming from the number 2. It's with the number 7 in the center, it's a warning for all of us to be a little bit more careful and conservative in our approach to our finances and who we actually trust, as there's a very high likelihood of betrayals and loss, as well as robberies and thefts. The east and north will need some cures here. So if your main door faces one of these directions, or if your bedroom is in this particular sector, then it is necessary to install the cures or to avoid using the space. Now, the lucky sectors of the west and southwest, you can actually use these two particular sectors a bit more, plan your activities around this part of your home, and you can actually activate it by just using this space. And the other good sectors, the southeast, northeast, and northwest, also enjoy spacious energies, but because the unknown stars there are afflicted, it's best to also be careful when you're using this 3 particular sectors. Okay, now the south brings mixed energies of the completion luck, but there's illness chi as well. So you can activate this to reinforce the health luck here, even as you and even as you do this, you have to actually be careful of your health. So for those of you who are expecting, the elderly or the sick should probably avoid using the south sector as a bedroom for this month. Okay. Now, you have to remember that there are still the 3 annual afflictions, and they're still there where they're supposed to be this year. I've repeated this at every monthly Feng Shui analysis that I've done. So the West 3 killings are, the West has the 3 killings, and which makes the West, even though it is good at this time, you should be conscious of the fact that you have to not make a lot of noise and maybe not even do any and of course not do any of these renovations as well. And if you're positioning your desk, if you just move to this room and you're just positioning your desk, make sure that you confront or sit facing the 3 killings, which means you have to face west, and do not again, no renovation. And if you're working here, you can use this space, but just remember not to make a lot of noise. Okay, now the East 2 sector will have the Grand Duke, and the Grand Duke when you're in the space of the Grand Duke, you do not want to confront or face the Grand Duke. So do not position your desk to face this direction, or do not position your desk to face the east direction. Sit with your back towards the Grand Duke to enlist his support and help. And again, no major renovation, no digging, no noises in this particular area, because you do not want to trigger any of these negative and unwanted energies. Okay. Now the West 2 here has a year breaker, the sweep hole, and do not use the space if you can again. So not only does the West has a 3 killing, it has the year breaker as well. So even if the monthly energies help the annual energy, you just have to remember that you do not want to trigger the unwanted energies. So no major remodeling, renovating, loud noises here, okay? So doing renovation work can trigger the negative energy, and it can affect everyone in the home. So if you do have to have renovations, please try to postpone to another time, or if it's really necessary, you consult with a Feng Shui practitioner before doing any of the work. Now, if you really need to fix or repair the affected area, then make sure that you start also from an auspicious sector and select an auspicious day to do it, okay? Now, I do have my calendar coming up pretty soon. It will have all those, the date selection with the 12 officers written out there for you to actually refer to. So all these activities that I was just mentioning applies to, of course, both your external and internal environment. And external activities like digging and renovating a patio or brickwork is not recommended. Painting the walls is fine. It's a pretty quiet activity. As long as you don't make it into a very noisy activity, then painting your walls in the home is okay. Okay. So again, the calendar for 2024 is coming out shortly. Hope to have it by the middle part of December. Just look at my website. Check my website regularly for this update, okay? So there you have it, folks. The energies in the different sectors of your home for the month of December. It is good that we can actually determine the flight of the stars. It helps us to take the necessary precautions to remedy any of the negative sectors or even avoid them, and to enhance and maximize and use the positive energy of the good sectors. So if you like my video and if you found it helpful, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the video. And thanks for joining me again, and see you soon in my next video.